Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently attacking up over here. Our aggressive expansion is a bit high, and we have some rebellions going on over here. It's fine though, I'm not too concerned about it. I do want to bring this army northward. We'll see if they arrive anytime in the near future. For now, we are, of course, beating up these forces a little bit, and it should be fine. I don't think we're going to have a problem with this. Even if these guys engage, it's going to get a little bit dicey here. We'll see how this goes. I was hoping that this battle would be over by now, in all honesty. We do need to go ahead and complete that mission. That's great. And as far as Lilabaya goes, we're going to have to wait for this to actually rebel. That'll be a little while yet. So we can't quite conclude that mission just yet. Okay, we'll still be fine, it looks like, based on the morale differential here. Looks good to me. Okay, so that was quite a battle. There's no doubt about that. These guys are substantially weakened, and that is, of course, one of the reasons why I'm bringing up these reinforcements. We did just win this siege, and we'll get these guys started sieging here. Are we at war with these guys? I don't actually know if we're at war with these guys or not. Let's check, shall we? I don't believe... Actually, yeah, this is apparently part of this force. Okay, that's fine. So these guys can head up over here. I'm hoping that we can cap this back. We should, in theory, be able to. These guys are still sieging, and these mercs are heading south, so that is fine. No concerns on that front. So overall, this looks good. This is concerning, to be sure. This 11k force. That said, we do have this 14k force on the way up, and they should arrive fairly soon here, even though they're not taking this road, which is fine. They don't have to. Yeah, we're not progressing this. That makes me sad. Very, very sad. We did just win this siege. That is great for us, and I think we can just get away with disbanding these mercs. I do not believe we need them any longer. There's no fort here, right? Correct. Perfect. So we'll get that underway. I'm definitely concerned about this force, but with our reinforcements coming in, it should, in theory anyway, be okay. Are we at war with these guys? No. No, we are not. Okay, just checking. That's fine. And we can blunt this force very nicely. Excellent. And we're just going to head north up over to, say, this location. Should be fine. Get that siege underway. These guys will go ahead and come up there. I do want to not have this revolt attacking these guys. That'd be ideal. This is a conflicting war, but we're not at war with this revolt. We could declare war without a CB, or we could simply fabricate a claim on them. There we go. Our stability has decreased. That's fine. Rude! They just capped this. That is very rude indeed. Corrupt Trader won't get anything. We're going to take these guys over here, and these guys are going to actually redirect over to this fort. Perfect. We won this siege. We're going to come down over here, see if we can maybe fight these mercs. That would be nice. And yeah, we should have absolutely no problem fighting these battles. We did just win this siege. We're going to take these guys back to reinforce on our territory. And we should be able to now put an end to this war, and that is indeed something that we will do. Wonderful. We'll drop half a point of aggressive expansion, and we will immediately switch this over to religious conversion. Perfect. These guys are arriving in this area. That's great, and we'll just have them cap here. Excellent. Exemplary use of terrain. Fantastic. And that was, of course, up over here. Wonderful. Looks like we're winning this battle, despite the numerical advantage on their side. We have the substantial morale advantage. So that's great. I do want to check into this civil war. Yeah, we should do something about that. Bomel Kalhanid is the biggest issue, so we will just bribe him. And will that make him go away? No, that won't. We'll grant him a regional cognomen, though. And then beyond that, Yeah, the governor of Numidia is probably also worthy of bribing. There we go. Fantastic. Get that done, and then we'll come up here and deal with this stuff in a moment. In fact, these guys should definitely do that now. Come on up. Wonderful. So we're 99% over here. Yes, this is complete. That's a little off screen. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and take this back. There we go. We'll lose half a point of AE. And we will disband these mercs. They are no longer necessary. And then we'll choose this province. This guy's disloyal. We'll try to make friends with him. I kind of doubt it'll work. In fact, I rather doubt... Well, actually, it might work. But it'll take a little time, and we'll have to come back to that in a moment. Okay, so we do need a governor in Magna Graecia, and we will go ahead and put in... A Gisgo or a Bodina would be perfect, and we'll put in this Gisgo. That'll do. Excellent. Hopefully that will not, in fact, be a civil war. We'll see. And we do need to up somewhere else, right? I think this might be it. That might be all we can do for now. Where are you guys going? Oh, you're disloyal? Okay, sure. He's going up to fight these mercs. Are we at war with these guys? Actually, we may be. No, we're not. But he's going up there to fight because he's disloyal. That's okay. He can do that. That's actually not an issue. Let's take these guys over to take this capital, though. Okay. Yep. Yep. As expected. He's just going to run around over there, doing annoying jerk things. Raetia needs a governor, and we will definitely put in... A Bodina would be perfect. And do we actually care about his skill right now? We might not. We might put in this guy. There we go. They're no longer scorned. No one is scorned. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Fantastic. We're continuing to kill troops over here. That's great. And at this point, I do want to fight these guys, and the question is, how long on that revolt? Still a while is the answer. And these guys are immediately rebellious. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine as well. We're going to need mercs to fight these guys, and we can just hire these jerks over here. And up we come. Well, up we come now. There we go. Fantastic. We're 91% here, and we're going to get ourselves some additional capping. And the question now becomes, what all can we get? There's a fair amount that we can get here, but we may... Actually, yeah, we probably can't get all of this anyway because of cost. This is 21 AE. Maybe we just call this good. I think we do. We'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion for each of these, and that does put us under 50 AE. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and take these guys. He's still rebellious. Let's take these guys up over here, and these guys down to here, and these guys can just come to the coast. That'll be fine. Wonderful. And we'll get some roads built up over here. Okay, we do need a governor over in this region. We don't need this to be anybody in particular, so we can just put in whoever is most qualified. That's great. And there is a civil war brewing here. It's mostly just Hanno-Hanid, actually. It's literally just Hanno-Hanid. We'll make friends with him. And we'll see if that ends up working. Huh. Well, that was awkward. I'm not sure what happened there. Is he locked in? What is he doing here? Okay, there we go. Let's have him on unit reorg. And we'll let him tick up 1 month here. That was really awkward, though, what happened there. Yeah. He managed to make it all the way up here without getting a single... Okay, this is really, really awkward. This is really awkward. I'm just wasting cash at this point because I'm pointing out this issue here. Actually, we stack wiped them there. Okay. So, see, the problem here is that we weren't losing any troops in those battles. It was simply morale issues. And so I was able to just rehire them repeatedly there and just keep rolling that. It's very awkward. There's certainly no doubt about that one. And it's not ideal. So I think we'll have this guy build a road up over this way, like so, and then he'll come back and link in this road something like this, but also create a triangle like that. There we go. Yeah, we can afford to spend some political influence on that. That'll be fine. Okay. And we are currently working on a claim over on these guys. And the question is, who are they allied to? These guys. Okay, so we'd fight both of these. That's not terrible. I mean, we're getting a lot of progress over here, that's for sure. And it is pretty much just Hanno-Hanid that we need to get on our side here. That's not a big deal. And these guys, this guy's still disloyal. And we'll let him hold a triumph. There we go. And then we will put in a new commander over here. And some gold, sure, that'll be fine for Hanno-Hanid. And we will then have this be, I think... Yeah, that's the Saba of Africa. We'll put in whoever is most qualified, who's actually Hanno-Hanid. Okay. Well, he's no longer going to be disloyal. Fantastic. And the triumphant Saba of Africa. Fantastic. And then we'll take these guys down over... They'll actually take attrition there. We'll take them down over here. Sounds good to me. And these guys are done with their road building as well. So we can take them... Are they taking attrition here? 0.01% attrition. I feel like I don't actually care about that, although this location gives 0.0% attrition, so we'll take that. Excellent. We're actually losing cash right now. I'm a little surprised by this. Mostly fort maintenance. Okay, we do have a lot of forts. There's no doubt about that, and we maybe should go through and remove some of them. Although for now, I turned down our fort maintenance. But like some of these forts down here, I really don't think are necessary. We can remove a few of these. Excellent. Well, we can't remove that one, but that's not a fort. We can do something along the lines of this. We're definitely spending a lot of cash right now on fort maintenance, and we don't need them unless we have particular missions for them. Now, granted, we want to have a few forts here and there, but we don't need the forts down here. Let's see, that was religious advances. Is there anything in here that we want? I mean, Omen Power is good. There's no doubt about that. Stoicism is good, too. Mass pewter production. Monthly civilization change is good. Into Freeman happiness and population growth. I actually like this tree. Let's go down that way. Excellent. I do want to remove the fortress over here if we can. We cannot. There's some locations where we can and some where we can't. It is honestly mostly going to be down here in North Africa that we're going to want to remove some of these forts. Okay, we do need an oratory researcher, ideally a Bodina, but a Gizgo is most qualified. So that'll work. And let's remove a few forts over here. Excellent. This is a lot of forts in locations where we really don't need them. So that's good. Okay, that's completely fine. We'll get that underway. And we are making money now, even with our mercs, so that's great. And I guess we will... That would be the Bodinid family losing prestige. Interesting. Yes, he can be a Bodinid. Perfect. Okay, so we need additional forts removed over here. I wouldn't mind keeping a few forts down this way. I'm not surprised that Capua is rebelling right now. That's not a shock. We will go ahead and hire these mercs. We'll put them on unit reorg temporarily, and they will head on down. Excellent. We'll call down our economic omen for sure. Absolutely. But our stability is currently a bit on the low side, so this is not shocking. I do want to remove a few more forts down this direction. Ooh, Telluria would become a client state. Yes, that is good for us, because I believe that means that we can start integrating them in 10 years. Let's go ahead and immediately begin improving opinion with them. There we go. Wonderful. We're going to continue removing forts down this way. I do want to have a fort, like, over here. So we'll put in a fort down here in case Egypt decides to attack us, but we don't need all of these forts. So we'll remove these, and we'll replace them with things that actually generate us money. It's probably past time to start working on some buildings in our cities. So we'll go ahead and remove these. We no longer need them. They were put in for the missions, of course. They're no longer necessary. And they cost us a lot of money. There we go, and we'll remove these and get ourselves a bunch of building slots. Same thing over here. Wonderful. Honestly, we don't need these forts. If people are attacking this area, we've got other problems. There we go. Take these out. That one's too disloyal to remove, but that's okay. We've removed a lot of forts. And this is helping our income pretty dramatically. Gracia still wants peace. I am not going to allow that yet. Okay, so let's start working on some mines, I guess. There we go. And let's also do some farming settlements. Those are done, and we should probably spend some cash on a few things in our cities. Now, our research ratio is currently bad, so I'm actually interested in building a few libraries right now. Let's build, say, what we've got in terms of cash, but only one in each of these locations. And this will, of course, get us more citizen desired ratio, which will work on our research ratio. Excellent. So we'll get that going, and then maybe we'll work on, like, tax offices and ports where we can. I think that'll be halfway decent. But I'm still going to prioritize working on mines and farming settlements first anytime we are looking to spend that cash. Okay, we're going to come on over to this settlement. That is, of course, a capital. And that'll be fine. Yeah, this does mean that they're going to cap these areas pretty easily, but we don't care. Like, it's completely irrelevant to me. We'll go ahead and disband these guys. Wonderful. These guys are in position here, but if they keep moving, which they have, then we're fine. That's great. Sure. He can have the job. I'm sure it won't cause a problem. Actually, I'm not sure about that at all. Yeah, that guy's dead. Sure. And we will go ahead and super peace here. Take Campania. There we go. We'll lose half a point of AE. And we will... Nope. We will flip this over to being on religious conversion if we need to, and we do. There we go. And we only need this one last location up here. Great. So we'll go ahead and disband these guys, and we will sue for peace here. There we go. We'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion, and switch this over to religious conversion as well. Perfect. So we'll get that underway, and these guys are just kind of chilling up here. We'll switch them over to drill army. Fantastic. These guys are taking 4.25% attrition, and I'd like to move them somewhere where they weren't, ideally. 1.82 is a little bit better. A little bit. 0.44, that's probably acceptable. Given what we're currently gaining in manpower, I think that's fine. And yeah, we have a lot of forts in Iberia, and that's not necessarily okay right now. I do want to go through and remove a lot of these forts because we're spending a lot of money on them. And a lot of them are simply unnecessary. Some of them up near our frontiers, I'm okay with. But some of these down here, where it's not near our frontiers, honestly, they just slow us down when our provinces rebel. So removing them is completely fine. Some of these I can't remove because of loyalty, but that's fine. We'll just remove a bunch of these, and then we'll replace them with economic structures, if at all possible. Something along those lines. I'm not surprised that we're seeing some rebellions over here. Let's just... These guys are currently black flagged. Let's have them turn right on around. These guys can come over here and not be on road build. They can come over and bring that in. As soon as these guys are no longer black flagged... Oh, this guy's rebellious still. He's still rebellious. What is our chance of success at bringing him to trial? Pretty low. Pretty low. I guess we'll grant him Rome as a holding. What did that do to his loyalty? There we go. Now he's good. All we had to do was grant him Rome as a holding. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. And yeah, some of those we can't remove those forts for just yet. Okay, so we'll just take these out of here when we can. Not all of these we can. In fact, many of them we can't. And that's fine. That is completely okay. So we're going to get these sieges done, and this will be fine. We do apparently have another civil war brewing. We do need an Ahriman. There we go. No more scorned families. And let's see here. The siege over here has been won. That is perfect. I will send these guys straight down to the port they were going to previously. Great. I'd love to revoke these fortresses. Unfortunately, not really an option. Okay. That's fine, I guess. So we will go ahead and take all this down, of course. I do want to deal with this civil war. I mean, there's Eshbal Barca. He would be a reasonable bribe target. And there we go. There's that done. Let's go ahead and build any mines that we can. And in fact, we can build 3 of them. No farming settlements, though, currently. That's fine. And I'm not too keen on building any additional libraries right now, even though we've got them built, because we need to let our desired ratios drift for a little bit. So we'll allow that to happen and instead build perhaps tax offices in a few locations. Something along the lines of that. Excellent. So these guys are leaving, and they will begin auto-capping, and we'll take these guys down to, say, here, where they won't take any attrition. That'll be fine, and we'll put an end to this rebellion. Fantastic. We'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion. There we go. We do need a governor for Cisalpine Gaul, and we can put in anyone. This guy is the most qualified. Perfect. I'm actually going to change him over to religious conversion as well. Fantastic. No, I don't want to build a Great Wonder. I wanted to check to see... Oh, okay. That is a lot of things happening on the month tick. Sicania is finally rebelling. This is good. This is good for us. And Celtica is also rebelling, and that is kind of irrelevant to us. We're going to come up here like so. And I think the next policy is going to be, as far as the forts go, I think we're just going to remove all of the forts from a province after it rebels as well. Okay, so we'll hire these guys. I'm going to put them onto unit reorg. And they're going to make their way over to here as soon as they are movable. There they go. Excellent. And this should be well under control at this point. Absolutely no problem here. These guys will be hitting a month tick before they get in there. And so they'll get a unit reorg month tick of 15%. That's perfect. No, I will not give you any of that military access. Thank you very much. So yeah, when they rebel, we'll revoke their forts afterwards so that we have full Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment here why this was going to be very likely a loss, but it's because of Telluria. Okay. There we go. That makes more sense. We do need an oratory advance. I would prefer to do an oratory here. Aggressive expansion impact would be pretty good. And in fact, I believe that's what we're going to do. Fantastic. Okay, I was saying something before this, but I've actually forgotten entirely what I was saying. So it can't have been that important. Regardless, this will be done quite soon, and this will as well. We're going to continue attacking up this way, of course, and taking over these regions. It won't be a big deal. We're going to continue taking over all of Iberia, and then we'll probably move up into France. We do need a governor in Mauritania, and that's okay. We don't have a scorned family, so we'll put in this guy. And I'm actually going to switch to religious conversion right now, since we are only 39% Canaanite. Fantastic. So we're definitely losing some loyalty in some of these provinces. At the rate we've been expanding, though, this is completely expected. I don't have a problem with anything that's happening here. These guys are currently sieging over here. I don't care. They can do that all they want. That is very irrelevant to me. We're going to fight these guys up here pretty soon, but I kind of feel like we just finish up this war for right now, and then we can think about what we want to do. Both of these rebellions can just be finished up. Gaining 5 stability would be very good, and that's what we're going to do. Our stability is on the low side. There's no doubt about that. This is not a shock. It's just the way it is. We'll chill here since this is auto-capping, and I don't want to restart this timer. There we go, and we'll sue for peace. We will not white peace. We'll do that. There we go. We'll lose half a point of AE, and these guys can chill, say, back over here. Actually, back over here. There we go, and we need to move this over, of course, to religious conversion. And let's strip out the fort that is here, and they have no other forts within this province, so that is good. There we go. Sounds good to me. As far as this over here goes, that just finished up. That is great, and we will go ahead and disband these mercs. They are no longer necessary. This will all auto-cap, I think. If they are necessary, we can rehire them real quick. But no, we're good. So we will go ahead and take Sicania, and lose half a point of AE. And we will revoke this fortress, switch this over to religious conversion. And what do we need to do here for our... Oh, our mission ended. See, I really wish that this didn't happen like this. I wish it gave me some notification that this was going to happen. I guess we'll go for trade investments, which we can complete Central Sardinia immediately. And, I mean, I guess there's a limited amount of time that you have to finish the mission. You'll not be able to restart this mission until at least 20 years have passed. Okay, but that's fine. I wish it would indicate that we were losing our mission. We would need a little bit more. Yeah, I think we'll just hold off on any of this. Egypt's opinion? Oh, we can work on that. That is definitely something that we can do. Hello, Egypt. I would like to improve opinion with you. Fantastic. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish... Well, not finish, but we will continue conquering Iberia. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.